Hi, I'm Alden.
I'm Francis.
Welcome back to the ChattyAF podcast. Today, we have someone who you might recognize from a previous episode. Care to reintroduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Albert. I'm here again.
Here with some good news, though.
Yeah, with some good news.
Yeah, Francis, what kind of episode is this?
This is what we call a victory lap. We're highlighting our all-star here.
No.
Yeah. You can share the news with the audience.
Okay.
What?
I just got admitted from University of Cincinnati and Purdue University, and I'm still waiting for other schools' reply.
Yeah.
Nice. And today we're just gonna, since you heard back from two schools, we're just curious to hear a little bit about where your thoughts are. I'm sure you're very, very excited. And then we'll just kind of like see what your thoughts are on the two schools. But of course, I know you're still waiting for
Yeah.
a lot more.
Upon like two schools, they offer me like 4 scholarship, but
Wow.
I debate between the two and search the faculties there.
Sure.
I prefer Purdue
Oh.
more than like University of Cincinnati.
Wow.
Right.
What are
Regarding-
those factors besides
Yeah.
the faculty?
Yeah, regarding stipend, this is my biggest concern, and also the research area.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Fair. Purdue. Okay. So Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really cool. What another opportunity arises? What would that school be?
I'll see like if I got admitted from other school, such as like UCI or something, UC.
Sure.
I will still consider the stipend first. because
Oh, okay.
That's my like biggest
So-
concern. Yeah.
Money stipend
Yeah.
is the highest like
Yeah.
priority for you,
Yeah,
which makes
because-
sense because the U.S. is expensive.
Yes, because Purdue said that I don't have to pay the tuition and I have stipend like for 4 years, so I don't
Oh,
have
wow.
to worry
Oh,
about.
so you would actually be like getting paid to
Whole
like
year.
yeah to,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
to like, go to school there.
So I don't have to worry about that.
Nice.
Wow. And does the stipend cover housing or anything?
Depends on you. But I heard that could cover everything.
Whoa.
I heard that.
Wow.
I don't know
I
yet.
mean, okay. In Indiana. I mean,
Yeah.
there's not
Yeah,
much.
I can talk to you later.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
number.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For
amount
sure.
of it.
Yeah, viewers, can you guess the number of Albert's stipend?
Comment below.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. If
This
it
is
can cover
fantastic.
everything, I think I always, because previously I was a high school college career counselor, and I've always told my students like that's the most important. Like, yeah, the name matters, the location matters, but
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, money is probably the highest factor,
Yeah.
top factor, because
Yeah.
you don't want to go into loan or debt. I mean, I don't know how it would work.
Yeah.
Since you're going to, but like you probably could still get loans if you needed, right? But no, if the stipend covers everything, I would look for that.
I was talking with a friend who was going to med school last year, and she was worried about the schools, like lack of connections in comparison to certain like Ivy League schools. And I kept telling her, like, don't even worry about it. Those schools are obscenely expensive. And not only that, you will always make connections at the universities that you go to. It doesn't matter if it's like a small liberal arts college, a state school, or, an Ivy. Like, yes, there's obviously a very clear path to success at Ivies, but that doesn't mean that you are guaranteed it. And just because you don't immediately see success at like a school that isn't an Ivy doesn't mean that you can't be successful. Most people that go to a school like Purdue, especially from Taiwan, are incredibly successful. I've met quite a few people who have studied at Purdue, and all of them are really killing it back here in Taipei, Taoyuan, and all the.
Albert's like, I don't want to be back in Taoyuan.
Here, let's stay here for 6 years.
I mentioned Taipei first for a reason.
Yeah, there you go. He's like, I'm trying to be successful in the U.S.
No, just kidding.
Yeah, I'm joking, but no, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Do you have any experience in the Midwest?
Yeah. So I used to work at the Art Institute of Chicago, and I absolutely love that museum. You're not that far away. I mean, you're hanging around Indiana.
Especially
You're probably
before-
gonna fly through O'Hare, like if you do go.
Oh, yeah,
Purdue,
true.
From
In-
Taiwan, you probably had to go to O'Hare and then
like Indianapolis, right?
Yeah, or no, I think Purdue is actually closer to O'Hare, like Chicago.
Oh, really?
Purdue has an
Okay.
airport, but I don't know if it is like.
I don't think you can
directly-
fly from Taiwan.
Oh.
I don't think so. I don't think
Probably
so.
not. Probably not. Okay.
I have
But-
transfer.
Yeah, but I think Chicago's like hour away at most.
Yeah, it's
something something really close.
I told you before, like from Purdue to Chicago is about like 100 kilometer. It's quite.
Yeah,
it's close.
That's close.
Yeah. Especially for the U.S., that's incredibly close.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend that you eventually take a trip to Chicago, see some of the museums, and stuff like that.
I will go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. And then
How about for you, Midwest?
yeah, road tripping is always fun. I mean, we kind of talked about it before. It's just really easy to rent a car and just drive everywhere and see the U.S. that way. I also think it's relatively cheap compared to maybe flying everywhere and
Oh really?
trying to then like meet up with people. The easiest way is probably like just driving, and then if you're really frugal and really feeling it, you can just do like car camping.
Oh.
I've never done it, but people. I know people. It's a big thing, like car camping. But
Where do you go exactly when you car camp in
you
like
just
the
park-
Midwest?
well, I haven't done it, but I know
Okay.
people have just like car camped in general, like along the coast of California. They just like park and.
Oh yeah. I got you.
I saw some videos on YouTube that, regarding that before.
Yeah, they
Someone
like
just
they
parked
transform
randomly.
their like Tesla or like they
Yeah.
transform their like truck or something into just.
It's like the VW bus. I feel like
Yeah.
it's like the sort of prime like camper vehicle for just people in general.
Yeah.
In the States that is, but yeah, I guess they have other vehicles that they can use. Oh no, I was gonna say, so yeah, just invest in a VW bus. Everything will be
Easy.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that stipend.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that much, I think.
Cool. What are you most excited for when you get to the US?
Besides research.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I've never been to America before, so I'm
Oh.
planning to like, if I have time, if I have any chance, I would like to visit everywhere, like
Yeah.
California, Chicago, or New York, find like Alden or something.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, find them.
Yeah.
Because
I'll
you,
let
you
you
won't
know.
be in the US, right?
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah. I'll text you.
Yeah, for sure. And if I visit, and if we happen to be in the same place.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Be cool.
But no, that's awesome. What's your first place? The first place you want to visit? Like, what's like if you can go there right now? Where would you go in the U.S.?
You mean the city or something?
Sure,
Yeah,
city,
yeah, like
state.
city, state, yeah. Somewhere outside of Indiana, maybe.
Maybe Chicago.
Oh,
Maybe
nice.
Chicago.
Very cool. It's cold. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got your coat.
I just bought it. From Japan.
Oh,
Nice. Let me tell you, Chicago and just the Midwest in general. I've been there in winter. The lowest temperature I ever experienced outside was in the Midwest, specifically in Chicago, and it was.
it has to be like what negative.
It was it was negative 20
Yeah, something
Fahrenheit
crazy.
or negative, but the wind chill made it feel like minus 40.
Oh,
So,
really? Oh.
Funny thing is that minus 40 is also minus 40 in Celsius. So just think that the absolute lowest stuff, like feeling
Yeah, I
in terms
feel-
of temperature is
I feel
like
it.
around minus 40. It's rare, but it does happen. So be ready for that. I'm curious. So, okay, like Chicago, have you ever like thought about what an actual trip to Chicago would look like? Do you have like a list, a bucket list for
like
Chicago?
we talk about this before. Like I want to go there, some like museums or I know there is some helicopter tour, like city tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's also the boat tour along the river architecture.
Oh yeah. When you join the micro course,
Yes,
they gave you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
too much money.
Yeah. And watch NBA.
Of course.
That's
How are the Bulls doing this year? I don't even know.
Huh?
The Bulls. I don't really watch any other team besides like I follow the Warriors and the Lakers really, but like I haven't really.
I want to
But it would be fun.
like a Lakers game.
Okay, very cool.
I heard that Pacers is quite like if I go there and watch Pacers, that is quite cheap.
Oh yeah.
I heard from.
No, definitely. I like Pacers.
Pacers fans, please do not be offended.
Yeah, Pacers fan. No, that's awesome. When are you planning to head over to the U.S.?
I'm sorry.
When do you plan on heading to the U.S.?
I will arrive there like the early August.
Oh wow. Okay. And then when do you finish at NCU?
Oh no, I've already finished last year. I'm just staying here, like doing some research without any pressure.
Oh,
nice. Very
oh,
nice.
so you're just kind of hanging out.
I'm just
Yeah, like
helping
low,
my
like very
advisor.
low-key.
Yeah. Helping my
Nice.
advisor and like mentoring some students.
Wow,
Great.
that's awesome. I didn't know that. I thought you were
No.
still like finishing your thesis or something.
No. I just
Oh.
graduated last year.
Oh, congrats! I didn't even know that.
Like last semester, 2024.
Yeah.
Fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, last semester.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you meant like
Last
last
semester.
last year.
Like before July.
Oh, so before July.
Oh, so actually like a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Oh, no wonder you're just kind of like in the micro courses. I was like, wow, he's at both micro courses. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. This man's an absolute champion.
I
you
know. That's awesome that you had a lot of time then to kind of write and
Yeah. Planning.
plan. Oh,
That
that's
makes
awesome.
sense. It makes sense now.
Do you recommend students do that? Like spend a year to just focus on applications instead of, kind of rushing it. Well, not rushing it, maybe just instead of being super busy with their thesis and lab. Like, what was that experience like for you?
I would say it depends on your advisor because I don't want my advisor to be like mad about this because I was supervised under him, right? And I don't want to do anything out of this research in front of him. So that's kind of weird. So
Yeah.
I do my app like last year, at the end of last year.
Oh, okay.
Just after I graduated.
Okay, got it. Cool. Wow. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, what's nice about that is that like you have all this time, and I feel like for my senior year in in undergraduate, like I also tried to focus like mostly on my applications. So this is something that I would probably recommend to people if you like have the ability. But I'm curious about your opinion too. Like, what is your take on this as well?
Yeah, it feels like you were really productive during that time, and a lot. Like for me, I highly recommend just like taking the time to figure out what it is, and I'm sure like
recommend
throughout. So you finished last July, and then you had all of. I guess we met in what, September?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you were like working
Because
on it.
before that, I have to prepare like English proficiency test,
Right.
Right, like
Yeah.
TOEFL or IELTS. And it spends some time.
Yeah.
And after that, like I got admitted, right? And after that, I have to get an interview with my visa.
Oh, okay.
So I have to prepare everything.
Before you apply.
Before I go to the US.
Okay, got it.
I think there's a lot of things to prepare. So if you have time, I think that is a good option.
Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I think it's always good to like space things out and like not have to rush everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I also wanted to ask you, so basically, we've talked a little bit about your research, but do you want to share some of the research that you're going to do at maybe Purdue, maybe Cincinnati, maybe another school?
Okay. My current research is hydrogen storage using some metal hydrate. And I know that there are just few researchers doing this. So I have to like switch my research topics to any other topics related to energy.
Got it. Because I think you wrote about that. I mean, I think in your SOP, I just remember you wanting to be a...
Yep. R&D
R&D,
engineering. Research and development.
Okay,
Yeah,
very
because I
cool.
forgot last time.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Wow. And then, so your goal is probably to ideally stay in the U.S.? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. How does your family feel about that? Like when you told them the news, are they like don't go yet?
They're happy about that, but
Happy?
kind of upset because I will like leave for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I think,
But
especially with my parents, it was like, yeah, I think convincing me, like they're not upset maybe, but they were, I think sad and like worried. Especially for college, I remember saying like I want to leave. So I went from California to Maine, which is like the other side of the U.S. And they were like, "Don't go. There are better options in California." So I'm curious about your experience. Was it like they're upset?
Worry about like safety issue or something.
Oh, okay. Got it. Did they try to convince you like, why don't you just stay in Taiwan? There are PhDs here.
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Cool.
I have my like reasons, my own reasons. I would say it's me like convince my mom and dad or some.
Was it hard to convince them?
No.
Or? Oh no. Oh, okay.
Because my cousin also like graduated from the U.S. Berkeley.
Okay.
So
And he's from Taiwan, or she's
yeah. She's from Taiwan. So she know a lot about the U.S. And she also like convinced my my auntie,
her
uncles.
Yeah. And is she planning? Is like she in the U.S. still?
No.
Oh, so she's back.
Or she work in Singapore. For a long time.
Wow. Okay. That's so cool that like you're going to experiencing something different.
Experience.
I think it's a really good opportunity. And I tell a lot of my students, they're like, you can always come back to California. You can always come back to Taiwan. Right? If you don't like it or things get hard. We talked to a professor and he got his PhD in the States. And then he worked at Berkeley, I think, for a little bit. And then finally decided it's better to come back to Taiwan, NCU specifically, because of his field. And so
the reason I want to like work abroad because I want to work in an energy related company, and that in Taiwan is not that mature.
Right. Are there any specific companies that you've got in mind?
I didn't know that much, but one like Bloomberg. I think it's quite good. If I could get into it, I think it's quite good.
Yeah, and like after you study either in Purdue or wherever you end up going, like would you try to still live in the States? Like, and if so, which state would you prefer to live in while working at a company like Bloomberg?
I will if I have a chance, I will live in the U.S. like for 3 years because I got like OPT, right?
Yes.
After I graduate. Which state I prefer? I don't have any preference, but if it is safe,
yeah, it's a beast.
we'll see what happens. Who knows what will happen like 4 years.
Yeah.
How long is I know with PhD programs, sometimes it takes longer, sometimes you can.
Typically 4 to 5.
4 or 5.
But because I have met like some Purdue faculties, like virtual meeting.
Oh, nice.
And they said that 4 years.
Okay.
I can graduate within 4 years.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah, for a PhD, that's
fast.
quite nice.
Yes.
Do you know anyone else at Purdue? I know if I remember correctly, there's like a lot of Taiwanese students there, right?
Yeah, I have an older peer, but he just graduated like last year.
Okay. Got it.
With a master degree.
Oh, wow.
Are you still in contact with him?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Have you asked him any questions about Purdue? Like,
not yet.
okay.
Yeah, wait, I'm curious. What is your perception of, besides like, the stipend was really good, like what is your perception of Purdue?
I'm only concerned about stipend. Can I live well there? And then the research area.
Okay. Those are two big things. Okay. Fair. I mean, there's like the small little, it's like college town.
But I don't
Yeah,
care.
It's like how we describe college town.
But I don't care about that.
Okay. Cool. I mean, you're at NCU, so.
I'm not allowed to go to the military because of the heart condition.
Oh, lucky. Or not lucky.
Yeah. I don't know if that's so lucky.
Yeah, lucky or
Actually,
unlucky, I don't know.
I experienced that kind of life before, like when I was in Huiden High School.
Oh, we were just talking about that.
Yeah,
I have to do the same thing in my high school.
Oh.
I
feel like
maybe
right,
much more like strict. stricter.
Really?
Really?
Well, yeah,
Really?
yeah, 'cause
Wait, that school is in Busan
shit.
or not Busan?
Oh, shit,
Yeonsan.
I couldn't say the name.
We could.
yeah, maybe we cut. Maybe we'll cut. that part
yeah,
out.
no,
We can
I'm just
talk
kidding.
about that. Yeah.
I don't
That
care.
school is great, I hear.
They're good at advertising.
Okay. No, but it's a beautiful
Yeah, very
location.
beautiful. Very
Because I taught. It's in Yeonsan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I taught at the elementary school down the road. Husan.
Husan.
Yeah.
Boring place.
Boring.
Yeah.
No, you
Pretty
know,
much.
you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Haosan, Haosui.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was,
yeah.
it was so great though. In the mountains, like you're in the mountains.
Yeah, no.
But you live there, so I guess.
Yeah. I'm kind of like
Yeah, you're stuck there.
familiar with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I just went there every 2 days. It was
Maybe
great.
you would like that because
you would
Oh,
a
I
month.
love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in a similar situation where I was at the foot of a variety of mountains at the two schools that I was at, Dongao and Jinyue.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like
far.
like Husan is very similar in terms of like the terrain and environment, but just south versus north.
You can visit a place near Yuanshan. It's called like Wanglongpi.
Yeah, Wanglongpi is Husan. It's right there. That's the elementary school right there.
And you have to.
There's a little hike up the little.
Yeah.
Nice.
You must get the sausage.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Good to know.
Well, I have one last question before we go. My last question, serious question.
serious.
How prepared do you feel for the PhD based on your Taiwan education?
Strong technical background is essential, and you have to. I think how you convey your background is like much more important because we are not like good at advertising ourselves, right? Taiwanese is too humble.
Yeah, too
I
humble.
don't know.
Too humble, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not that good.
But you have to show yourself.
But in terms of like skills and everything,
But not bragging. Like,
no, of course.
Yeah.
But in terms of hard skills and soft skills, you feel good.
Yes.
That's awesome. Cool.
And expand your network or try some experience you never done it before.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
for me, like I went to Australia for doing some research, and that is quite different from me and others.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great point. Like, how do you set yourself apart?
Yes.
You know, especially in Taiwan, when everyone, you know, especially the strong students, they all like go to the top schools,
Yeah.
you know, do research. And,
Right.
Like, how do you set yourself apart?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming in. Congrats. We
Yeah,
can't
me
wait
too.
to
Thanks for
hear.
having me.
No, of course. Can't wait to hear back from you and your hopefully 11 school. Hopefully
will keep you
we'll
posted.
see each other in the US. We'll make a short film in the US or something.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Please send it over.
No,
We
this
can
green
post it.
screen. We'll make it real.
Yeah.
And we'll send it to our editors. Sweet.
We will catch you next time on the ChattyAF podcast, hopefully for more Victory Lap episodes. And
There will be more.
yeah, of course. We actually already know that.
Yeah.
We'll see you
Sweet.
next time.
See ya.